Hello and welcome to Shred's Gaming Itinerary. I figured I would let you in on that little bit of drama there without interrupting it, because I left you with Samus successfully escaping the Space Pirates, but that was absolutely not the case, at least not in 2002 when they decided to take a look at, anyways, the original Metroid. So now we get ready as we begin here. You see Zero Suit Samus, or Samus without her power suit, to embark on what is truthfully one of the most unique segments in a Metroid game, because never before had you been able to play Samus with just her Zero Suit, as I forget how to shoot blocks there. You were always in the power suit. You see a little bit of foreshadowing as far as what's waiting for us as we hop up here. You had a code in the original Metroid game that you could play as what was then a Zero Suit Samus through, but you only got that as we pick up this map here after beating the game. And it wasn't its own segment, it wasn't something different, it was just a different unique sprite that was changed. It wasn't, as this game now has, an entire segment built around the fact that Samus is virtually powerless, as you'll come to find. That stun gun that she uses at this point is really, as she says, not worth a whole lot. It's going to get us by, it's going to get us through, and as we begin, obviously here we've triggered some sort of alarm. You see the stun work on those guys, allowing us to pass through them where they would otherwise damage us. You may be wondering, well, how are we going to get through here? Well, we're going to have to do this. We're going to have to wait until they give up on the search. A lot of cat and mouse is what we're going to be doing. Obviously, we've got these lasers here. If you guessed that those also are alarms, you would be correct. We're going to shoot through that bomb block, which is a unique feature of the stun gun. Jump into that willingly, knowing that it's kind of our only way out. Better than thinking you could get through on the bottom, shooting it, and then falling into the laser unprepared. We're going to forget how to crouch here for a moment, which is not great whatsoever, and make our way into, well, another long vertical shaft. There's been plenty of them. This is no different. But as you can see, this is a bit of a mixed stealth/infiltration mission, as she clearly stated that she was going to have to infiltrate the ship. It is so vastly different from any other experience up to this point, as we see our potential getaway vehicle. Maybe. At this point, obviously, therein being 2002, as we go to the save. Metroid Other M did feature a segment, at least one segment. I've only played that game once, and it's not coming to me, that you did play Zero Suit Samus, but it was not. Well, many people didn't like that game, and it wasn't really as big of a deal by that point. Up to this point, again, the only time you ever really saw this was in death animations, or at the end of a Metroid game, having completed it often at the fastest possible time, which is usually about 45 minutes for the original game. And then usually the other ones are also pretty quickly, or item percentage-wise in some of them. Get a little tricky here. And we take one of those hits, and you've noticed that we're missing 2 health tanks as we fall down into this little alcove area here. Yeah, every single one of those hits is a full health tank, so if you were booking it through this game, trying to get through it as fast as possible, you would most definitely potentially not have all 9 of those, and it would be significantly more dangerous coming through these areas. Thankfully, the game doesn't work like the original Metroid, where shots and enemies would go through doors with you and could damage you. That would really not be great. Not sure why the stun gun here actually will take out bomb blocks, but it's a very good and useful feature. And I will say that while certainly not as powerful without her suit, because that suit's just nuts once you think about it, Samus is still very impressive, being able to do all those jump flips and hanging on ledges for as long as she can, and doesn't ever bother. You'll notice the quick fall blocks here. A fun little segment. Any wrong jump at all is going to send you right in to one of those beams, triggering the alarm again, as we've clearly demonstrated in seeing another sneaky boy. Go ahead and stun him. We're going to make our way onward. Gonna have to shoot through the floor. Let's not take those hits, shall we? I'm not trying to kiss some space pirates today. Probably not tomorrow either. But we're making our way out of the ship, which I also find very interesting that they've just had some sort of dock here, right into the Chozo ruins. Makes you wonder what they were doing there. I don't know. I blame plot at the end of the day. But we're going to keep on moving. This guy's a little on the persistent side. He's going to keep following us. We're going to duck him right here in this shadowy little alcove. Relatively quickly, too. I'm going to wait just a second to make sure he's not going to come back around. I don't know that he can, but much better safe there than sorry. The last thing I would want is to think that we were good and then we were absolutely not good. Tons of these safety saves. Obviously, this could go pretty wrong pretty quickly. And it definitely did in several different spots, which is why you'll notice the music changing in some of those save rooms. I absolutely had to redo certain sections of this and then put it all back together. I am not much of a, as you see here, infiltration specialist. I'm much more of a guns blazing, doesn't matter kind of cat. Juke that guy, then get wrecked. But after we miss this jump, you'll notice that that one guy shot and killed the other space pirate, which is a useful bit if you can manipulate them to do that. Double check and see if we can get through here. We cannot waste no more time, even though they've all gone underneath and there is nobody waiting for us. Go ahead and fall down. Have some big brain thoughts and realize that we can probably shoot through those blocks. Maybe not the last one, maybe I just didn't. I could not tell you. You'd have to play the game for yourself. This spot's a little tricky here. We've waited too long. He's gonna think about it, come to a simple conclusion. We're gonna have to do this number here. Not great. He climbs up the wall anyway, just doesn't care because he's not a nice guy. Another sneaky boy, and we've already lost 5 health tanks. So we're going to go ahead, shoot that block, make our way right on back up. We're going to solve this problem by getting rid of that early so he has no time to look around and think about where we might be at. And then slowly but surely, the gate will come up. I'm not sure how. It's probably locked that one from the inside. These beams of light are, again, another laser type effect that's going to trigger if we happen to break the beam. Of note, her stun gun there, as you very clearly saw, does not break the beam. And nor, clearly, does her hair, actually, which is interesting. So it makes me wonder exactly what kind of source this is, what kind of spectrum they're scanning. Because any sort of thing, whether it was like a thermal scan, it would certainly, we made a big mistake there, would absolutely trigger via the stun gun or whatever. So having accidentally ourselves right there, we're gonna go out, get wrecked, come on down. We're gonna have to make our way quickly across this bridge correctly. Luckily, he's still stuck running around behind us. Gonna go ahead, fall on through, boogie on up here. Wait this out. But oh noes, the lobster looking dude did not buy into it whatsoever. So we're gonna juke him in those screens there. Don't know how he got back up so fast. I'm gonna go ahead and crouch right here. Good thing they can't look down. I'm just saying. I mean, that guy was just lazy compared to his friends that were chasing us around, and he did all that effort prior trying to hunt us down. Seems pretty weak to me. So we won't be fully completing this section. There are other things that we're going to need to do as we see the power bomb upgrade right there. So I'll go ahead and end it. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Should you choose that last option, be sure to hit that notification bell so I don't get lost in the incredible content you follow on YouTube. I've been Shreddist, you've been amazing, and I'll see you in the next one.